It's KD the one, and I'm here with another video. Now, I'll be honest, this video is going to be a little bit different for two reasons. If you know anything about the KD lore, if you know anything about what I'm doing recently, and the reason why I haven't been posting so consistently, I've been going back and forth to the hospital to see my baby girl. It's been 4 months, going on 5. We're hoping that next month or before next month she comes home, and that's when the true journey starts. And another big event has, I wouldn't say going on in my life, but has been going on in the world, Streamer University. Now, it's hard to make content when Streamer University is up and running. Not only did a lot of content creators that I actually fucked with, guy, I also been looking at the controversies and all the problems with it. And let me tell you, there's a lot of problems. As you've seen in the title of the video, this video is derived around PlaqueBoy Max. And the reason why I never really made a video talking about him, his antics and stuff like that before, because I knew there was no way that I could talk about it without making it hit close to home for myself. So hopefully this video will be the best way that I could put everything together. And I know it's a long ass intro. It's probably my longest. We a minute in. Let's just get into it. Cut the app, and let's get on with the video.
I was literally ranting on my Instagram story about it because as a black man who does not fit the stereotypical masculine archetype, and I really feel like it was hitting home because I like to express myself freely. Back when I was in high school, I was painting.
One thing that always got me, there's a lot of people out here who can't get acceptance for the stuff that they do, say, how they act. And Max is one of them. The reason why it hits so home is like DH is saying, and again, he's probably gonna be the lead of this video. We're gonna be watching two videos in one. But DH, he actually explained this perfectly. When I was younger, I was the type of kid paint my nails, sit there, do a lot of things, chill out with the homegirls, but I wasn't gay. And even having that label formed around my head, it always upset me. And again, I don't have no problem with anybody. I feel like everybody should be accepted, should be loved for who they are. That one love movement, I truly believe in it. And that's one of the main reasons why I could never talk about Max. I could never get on him for the stuff that he does. Now, sometimes I think he be clip farming a little bit too much, but if that's him, that's him.
To my nails often. I used to have my homegirls paint my nails. I used to have shorties paint my nails, and my swag is boundary pushing. I like to wear things that can be a little feminine. I like to wear clothes that are, more in line with what niggas would call twink swag, but I do it because it's expression. And seeing PlaqueBoy Max get demeaned for expressing himself when there's actual evils in this world was truly disgusting, and it really upsets me because the black community is very guilty of this. It seems that being anything that isn't this perceived idea of what a man should be is worse than being an abuser. It's worse than being a predator. It's worse than being someone who hurts other people. I just don't understand why people cling so hard to the performance of masculinity, because that's all this is. People call Max a sellout and they say he's a demon because they're pseudo-intellectual religious people who are saying homophobic dog whistles, and they've somehow equated God with traditional ideas of masculinity when all of this is merely a performance of what masculinity is. It's a performance of what a man should be, when all a man is someone with an outstanding character, integrities, and morals. The reason
I'm gonna let that stand. I'm gonna let him say it again because some of y'all niggas don't understand that. Some of y'all niggas really don't understand that. Y'all claim what it takes to be a real nigga, what it takes to be a real man, but y'all don't even know what it really takes to be a real man.
performance of what masculinity is. It's a performance of what a man should be, when all a man is someone with an outstanding character, integrities, and morals. The reason why the world won't become a better place is because people keep clinging on to performing. The only thing that defines a woman is someone with outstanding characters and morals. But when you deviate from what is the norm, people try to shame you back into submission, and that's exactly what's happening with PlaqueBoy Max. It's not because he's gay, it's not because he's hiding himself. He's being exactly who he is, but he is being met with so much vitriol and controversy, and you people wonder why he had a reaction on stream. It's not that his demons are coming out to play, it's that you weird pseudo-intellectual fools are trying to shame someone back into conforming with your idea of what it means to be a man, and your idea of what it means to be a man is a performance in and of itself. But I say all this to say, twin, I have a lot to say. This shit not even tea. I'ma just spit this real. If you're interested, come and tap in. Comment for the algorithm. Usually I would give like a summary on how we got here, but I'ma just cut straight to the BS, because honestly, there is no summary on how we got here. All Max has done is just present himself in a way that I guess could be perceived as outwardly feminine, like getting a diva tat and wearing.
And this is why I want to go to the other video, because for all these things that everybody had an outlook, everybody wanted to push something when it comes to these things. All these things that he did, y'all niggas are now jumping on the bandwagon, jumping on his side, acting like y'all wasn't sitting here saying those things yourselves. Wasn't sitting here saying, yo, Max is wild as fuck. This is why agenda pushing is so dangerous in 2026, my guy. This is why agenda pushing is so dangerous. This is why I made my channel, to hope that people could think for yourself. So I could be the middle ground. So y'all could be like so y'all could have someone be like, well, but when there's situations like this, even it cuts deep towards me, because I don't like the idea of people conforming towards a standard that everybody else thinks is right. Especially when everybody else is wishy-washy, when no one really knows what they want. No one really knows what path they want to take in life. This is why, like, I was crossed between DH video and Poetic Flacco's video, because they both have heavy standings on this, and they both are right. I feel like y'all really can't paint a narrative on a person, especially if they not saying that shit. If they haven't said that shit out of their own mouth.
Don't know each other well, bringing up that man parents is where I feel like you cross the line at. Now, you could teeter up to the line. You could let him know, hey, bro, what you doing? I don't like it. But when you bring up that man parents, oh, your parents got a problem with this, or your parents don't like this, you don't know that man parents, right? That's where I think the line kind of gets drawn at, like, bro, you kind of tripping, okay? But before we even get to this dude, in my opinion, on this situation, I just want to call out the internet. Y'all fake. The internet is filled with fake people, bruh. It was just 3 weeks ago. I ain't forget. It was like June 24th. June 20th to 24th. Y'all was online calling out PlaqueBoy Max for his antics. Y'all was calling him out for misleading the youth. Waka Flocka was attacking PlaqueBoy Max. Everybody was on the internet saying, PlaqueBoy Max, you're taking this stick and this act too far.
And don't forget, this is the same nigga. Every time, like, the internet's pushing back people who are high regard, people that he probably looked up to when he was younger, are constantly sitting here saying, what you doing is wrong. You painting weird narratives. What? Yeah, you need to chill. And then you have someone else. That was his teetering point. You could see it made him upset, physically upset. The fact that he had to go on stream and explain how he felt, Flacco's right. Y'all niggas, y'all so fast to jump on a bandwagon when the narrative is paint. Y'all don't really figure this shit up for yourselves. And this is why I agree with DH. Niggas sat here say y'all niggas are fools for that shit. Cause y'all niggas want him to conform to what y'all think is right.
The first nonsense he did that started this disturbing trend that has lasted a couple of days now is when he popped out with the lace front wig. Now, he pops out with the lace front wig with edges. people is wondering why. Like, why would you put on a lace front wig with edges as a man, especially if your audience is like these young boys? Like, why would you want to set this as an example for them? He responded back claiming that he's doing it for the swag. He then doubles down and somehow, I don't know how he did it, pops up with a lace wig even more flamboyant than the first one. He pops up with this blonde lace wig. Aka Flocka hopped in the Instagram comment section and he wrote, somebody or some company paying his kid for these narratives. But to me, the worst part of it all is the youngins that think these ideas linger in minds of.
All right. You could catch me if I'm rambling, if I go off the narrative a little bit. But would you call someone like what's that nigga name, like fuck, it's a FIFA player like Gastoff, or damn, he's one of the most smoothest niggas out there. He's a nigga with long blonde hair. Would y'all sit here and call that white boy gay for having long blonde hair? No. Now, he's wearing a wig. Same shit Ty Lil did. Same shit Rakai did. Same niggas just do shit for the views, and some niggas just do shit because that's how they just fuck with it. They could put up that character. They could dress that character. Y'all niggas get so quick to hop on some shit, like y'all really forget that this nigga is human. That this nigga is like human at the end of the day.
Unfit thinkers. Internet is spooky.
If I'm stroking the ground or doing some wild nut twerking, why don't we twerk? Now that I think about it, my
Same shit for like when y'all niggas was hopping on the bandwagon talking about Kai. No one truly knows what they viewers is. You be surprised when like you got a bunch of grown niggas lying up to you being like, hey, I seen you on stream, I seen you, I know who you are. You don't know who your viewers really is. You can't just say it's predominantly young boys. Especially, don't forget, this is just him doing the stuff that he is comfortable with. He's opening up not a narrative to paint for people to act like him, for people to be comfortable in their skin. This why I never really understand the hate when y'all niggas was on like PlaqueBoy Max, bro. I could never really understand that. I was like a fan of him myself, so I could never understand. He was one of the biggest streamers that I actually wanted to see in Streamer U. I'm happy that like shit is going up for him now, but still.
nigga, why is twerk a gender neutral dance? Twerking is the only gender neutral dance. I'm tweaking? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I never even thought about that. Like, that is the only gender neutral dance, bro.
Now, the same people who was online making fun of PlaqueBoy Max, making a mockery out the situation, calling him out for the diva tattoo, the lace front wigs, same menstrual twerk, doing other questionable things, the same people who was calling him out is now online today defending PlaqueBoy Max because it's the cool thing to do. Now, I don't condone what this dude did, because when dude pull up on PlaqueBoy Max, it's one thing to pull up on him, y'all cool, y'all friends, you have that little conversation, that brief back and forth, some advice, but dude took it too personally. Like, dude started bringing up parents, right? Like, it went from, hey, I'm just giving you.
And this all started because a narrative got pushed. OG don't know Max. If you would have looked up or actually seen videos of his friends talking about him, they always say he was like this. They always said that this is the type of person he is. You don't even know him personally. To talk about his parents, that shit is highly disrespectful. That shit is highly disrespectful. Nigga was coming in for the clip, you could tell. Now, I ain't even gonna lie. I want, before we sit here and finish that, it's a little bit over here. We get to see
and what OJ was saying, because OJ is a fashion nigga. And later in the video, I'm gonna play a clip of him being performative because he kind
because this the same nigga, right? This the same nigga that went out and talked to Max, telling him how he should act. This is the same
And it
nigga,
has
bro.
this branding where it's like, oh, you shouldn't do things for other people's validations, and I'm pushing the boundaries as a fashion guy. But he proceeds to berate Max for doing the exact same thing.
Somebody said, wait, you're straight? Bro, I'll make your mother laugh, bro. I don't like when y'all do that, and the reason I don't like when y'all do that is because I do not have to conform to your generic, dirty, idealistic notions as to what you believe males should act like.
And for the record, when I grow up, I will
You can't sit here and walk up to a nigga, basically do exactly what you get mad that other people are doing to you, and then call that nigga a demon. Call him out on stream, on his stream, saying all that shit, being disrespectful, talking, bringing up his parents.
be telling my son and my daughter I used to paint my nails and do things that were a little more feminine, because they should know that you can do whatever you want. You can exist as free as you can be, because the only thing that matters is your character, your morals, and your integrity. This guy is calling Max an abomination for simply being himself and not adhering to the confines of what society deems as masculine. Then he goes on a psychosis rant and tries to connect the word diva to Diddy. He says diva starts with D, that's Diddy. Caribbean niggas don't be talking about none. And that's really what I want to get across to you guys. None of this is intellectual, none of this is progressive. It's just grasping at straws using fear, and I don't like that. He is berating someone because he's not adhering to the confines of society, while simultaneously wearing some freaky ass pants. You wearing some freaky ass pants. I wouldn't even swag them pants, gang. But I guarantee there's an old head that would look at OJ's fit and be like, yo, this guy is not being a grown man. He gotta be gay. And like real quick, I just want to quickly insert this in here. There's a photo of this guy swagging a purse, and there's nothing wrong with this. And honestly, OJ, this is not a bad fit. I actually fuck with this, so I'm not just a mindless hater. But the same way you're trying to say that diva means Diddy and Max is gonna have to tell his son this, are you gonna have to explain to your child why you were a grown man wearing a purse? You see how that works? This guy's a hypocrite. So it's like, how could you be the same person to perpetuate that line of thinking to someone who is apparently your friend? And I'm gonna continue this clip because he's gonna proceed to tell Max that you were one of the first people to give me subs.
What's the next engagement? What's the next clip? Don't lose yourself, don't sell your soul, Max. They want your soul because you changed the game. Don't sell your soul. You know I have a soul. You know I don't hold my tongue. You know you the first person that ever subbed me up as a big streamer in my chat. You ain't mention it. You don't know how much I appreciate you. But you bigger than that, nigga. Don't forget niggas like you for your personality, nigga. Is you crazy? You don't need to put on no persona, nigga. You broke through with music. Is you crazy?
And OJ really spelled out why Max is having such a intense reaction to the hate online. People keep misinterpreting Max expressing himself as a fake persona. They keep misinterpreting it as pushing agenda, but this is merely who PlaqueBoy Max is. And I want to quickly get this talking point out the way because I keep seeing it. People think that Max crying is basically him admitting to being gay. They think that this is indicative that Max is gay and that the crying means that it hit a soft spot, or OJ was right on the money, or this is Max's demons coming out to play. But I hate to say it, you are truly remedial and you need to go back to school. Imagine that if you were just being yourself on the internet, every time people would say that you sold your soul, you need to get cleansed, and misinterpreting it as a false persona. This dude Max is literally doing what I preach, which is exist as you are, come as you are. I don't want anyone to be watching my videos and pretending to be someone else. Whoever you are, however you may be, come as that, exist as that. That's exactly what PlaqueBoy Max is doing, and yet he is the subject to all of this scrutiny. And I really want to get this out the way before I show you guys Max's response to all of this, because following this OJ conversation, he proceeds to vent his feelings a little bit. But I need you guys to know that as a content creator, I'm not even Max's size, but I get tons of hate comments. I get tons of people literally slurping my dick up. It's annoying, and I'm just a human. And yes, as content creators, we have built a tolerance for it, but put yourselves in our shoes for just a second. As people who don't make content and don't put themselves out there, you're not the subject to scrutiny. Max has been the subject to questions and scrutiny for a long time now just because he's expressing himself. Him having a human moment and him expressing how these comments are bothering him is not an admission of him being gay. It's an admission that he is indeed a fallible person. And when you're constantly questioning someone's character and telling them that they're selling their soul and that they need to be cleansed, even though they're just being themselves, that would hurt anyone's feelings. And I really hate that the internet is so disingenuous, and I don't mean to make this shit about me, but I literally went through it when I was beefing with Jadeon. That weird man antagonized me as a child, and when I grew up, got stronger, and defended myself, people tried to police me. The same people that are not putting themselves out there, the same people that are not subject to thousands.
Like I said, this all started because people painted a narrative about Max. Everybody wanted to push an opinion. The main reason I didn't want to make a video on that nigga is because I didn't want to sit here sounding like DH fucking saying, oh, all y'all niggas are stupid, all y'all niggas need. I couldn't do it. I couldn't take my time and energy to actually like make that video. And like he said, all it was a human moment, my guy. It was a human moment. The man felt some type of way. His character got tested there. Y'all can't sit here and be upset because his character got tested. That's just how it is in the end of the day. But after that, like, the internet didn't have to do what they did. People started unfollowing him. People stopped talking to him. Even his, like, pushing streamer all that shit, it just went down the hill. Everybody just stopped fucking with him.
And in that regard, I agree. Now, I don't think OJ was going out of his way trying to embarrass PlaqueBoy Max. I do believe he was trying to give PlaqueBoy Max some good OG game. He just took it a step too far, especially doing it live and publicly for everybody to see. When people ultimately found out what happened and who made PlaqueBoy Max cry and exactly what went down, they began to rally around PlaqueBoy Max, and they're treating this dude OJ like the Antichrist. Every big streamer on that campus is rallying together against him. Nobody wants to work with him.
Same way how the internet started painting sides, you got so many people on Mac's side. Streamer, you did the same thing. And same big brother, like, fucking OG energy that he was trying to give to PlaqueBoy Max, everybody doing that shit to him. Everybody keeps saying he'll lecture him. They keep talking about him. Like, man, you should be happy they don't have the clips that we do, because the conversation would have been way different.
Nobody wants to deal with him. They're all critiquing him, calling him a weirdo. They're ostracizing him. He's like the absolute pariah right now on campus.
I feel like because Max publicly posted his tattoo, he was okay with whatever opinion. Same way, this is where everybody comes on.
But you're his friend. So it's a difference from the public and then his friend. Why would you make it worse on somebody that you call your friend? That's fucked up. If you call a nigga your friend, just hear me out. If I say you my man, and I already have the public fucking me up, why would you make it worse? And now I'm just broken down. I just thought you was on my side. You get what I'm saying?
I understand that perspective, and I can sit down and reflect. But as far as
still don't disrespect somebody like that. At the end of the day, that's still highly rude. If you got a problem, keep it to yourself, boo. If you don't respect nobody, then you don't get respect for yourself.
Okay.
Hold up, I'm not done.
Clock the tape.
Okay, exactly. You talk about somebody DL, boo, 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 boo. You the one, okay? Okay. Second of all.
So I just want to
hey, I'm not done. I'm not done.
What's this? I'm not grabbing your shit. Yeah, I'm good off you, bro. You're a dork.
Niggas started hitting the high school bully. You're a dork. I haven't heard a nigga use dork unironically, bro. What the fuck? Like, this is how much, like, hate they got towards this nigga. And same thing how Max said it. He don't condone this. He feel like everybody deserves love, deserves a chance. He just don't feel like he should sit there and talk to him. Doesn't mean everybody else should be a dick to him. It's just, you see how fast people can, like, paint a narrative and then make you the villain. They just giving him the same shit that Max was going through.
He went in on him, gang. Max got quiet. Max got hella sad. He been happy this entire time.
Yeah.
And then he started crying, gang.
Nah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they was telling me that.
Nigga, I had him awake today. Facts. I ain't gonna lie, bro, you gotta let people do what they wanna do. What the fuck? You don't get nothing out of telling a nigga what he could do or can't do.
Bro, I don't feel like it needs to be said, but it needs to be said. That shit is not cool. I'm sorry. And I feel like a good measure, and let this be a lesson to other creators too, okay? Real lesson. If you don't know someone and y'all not on joking terms like that, where you have the ability to even say some shit like that, then don't do that shit.
You are a horrendous human being.
Yeah, your best play shit, man.
You are shit. You're a compressed Bitmoji. You're a compressed Bitmoji. Your Mayweather's left balls. You are just ugly
like a
with money. But
I'm not gonna lie. Nigga is funny as shit. Nigga is funny as shit. But like, what is this? Nigga just came up here just to start problems with Rakai. You could have picked anybody else in this bit. Why you choose the Ninja Turtle, nigga? Why you choose the easy target, bro? Alright, my boy, you weird as fuck.
you're still ugly.
You ugly as fuck, man.
Look at your nose.
You're canceled, bitch.
Look at your fuck. Fuck wrong with this thing? You're funny to me, nigga. See,
You're cancel gang. You're cancel gang. Bye, man.
Stuff the chicken in your mouth, boy.
Bro came to Streamer U to network and to build up his following. It did the opposite. Yo, he's losing followers. No big streamer now want to work with him. Nobody likes him anymore. The entire community hates him. And to make things worse too, is I don't even think what he did is so like egregiously bad that he should be canceled for it. Because if you ask, listen, man, if you ask a certain community of people, hey, do you think that OJ did anything wrong? They will tell you, nah. Right, so it's 50-50. People believe that tough love works, but I think when you don't know somebody like on that level, you kind of have to be respectful of their boundaries, and you don't want to bring up their parents, man. But some people don't think OJ did anything wrong. But again, PlaqueBoy Max did do no favors, because when PlaqueBoy Max finally went live and finally went on stream, PlaqueBoy Max made it perfectly clear that he has no point on squashing beef with this dude. This dude only wants to apologize now because, like he got backlash for it. So once PlaqueBoy Max made it perfectly clear that he's not forgiving dude and he don't rock with him, that add even more turmoil to dude's life, because now nobody rocks with him and nobody wants to make amends with him.
But like you gave me that motivation for him. Like,
Wait, so what happened last night?
He just spoke, like, he just said some, like, shit that just bothered me, basically. Kind of called me demonic and shit.
Ooh,
Yeah. Some of my parents not proud of me.
What?
Yeah.
But does he know your parents? Exactly. Is he God?
No.
Exactly. Only God can tell you that.
Yeah.
And only your
Amen.
parents can tell you if they're proud of you or not, okay?
Amen.
So this is what I want you to do right now, because you haven't been in my class.
Yeah, I know.
So
I
I want you to
go to it right
I want
now.
you to take a 60-second
Okay.
self-love class. I want you to say 5 things about yourself that you love.
Views more than my well-being. So do not portray as you are trying to help and save me when you are just trying to boost yourself. And for that reason, I know you told Kai you feel bad. You want to talk to me, but you don't feel bad. I don't believe you feel bad. And I don't want to have a conversation with you, because if you didn't get this backlash, you wouldn't feel bad. If the comments were like most of any comments to any other video talking about me, which is, yeah, this Max nigga, he's on the loose end. He pushing weird shit to kids. He's an oddball. OJ's right. OJ did great. I love OJ. You wouldn't have probably talked to me the rest of the university. You would have just been happy and content with what you just did. So no thanks, bro. I wouldn't like to have a convo with you. But I don't wish any ill will on anybody. And I wish you the best in your journey and your success. And I don't wish any hate on OJ, because he doesn't deserve that. He's a human being just like me. We're all
Hey, like he said, he don't wish any hate. And that's the one thing that, like, I respect the most out of Max. He taking this the most mature route, because he is correct. If OJ sat here and got the, oh, you're doing great, he would have ended up just ignoring the situation altogether. It would have just been another clip. But because Max followed through, he actually brung it up. He actually sat there, put his mindset towards the internet, and the internet did its thing. Everybody in Streamer U did their thing. Hey, bruh, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Y'all know how I feel about Max. I want to know how y'all feel. Y'all leave a comment. Y'all leave a like. Y'all know I'm going to leave both videos in the description so y'all could see them without me talking over them. This video is becoming long enough. So, shit. I'll see y'all boys next time. Peace.